maybe some riflemen to keep out the dragons like he is now.
Alright,
or like he was.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to interrupt you here. Owen goes in with his dragons. It's a very questionable position here. He's getting very close to his fort, which is taking a lot of hits on his dragons. But he moves in and he snipes the forge. That's a really key decision, because the only thing his opponent was possibly up in was gonna be upgrades. All that's left now in terms of tech is this Dragon's Lair, the Mage's Guild, and the workshop, which isn't being used. So he's taken out the only advantage his opponent had, and left him with one option. Go ground army and lose, take to the skies and lose. Very nice snipe there from Owen.
Yeah, that's insanely good. I would be surprised. I would not be surprised if after such a key pickup, Owen takes a 4th base and just throws towers down at his main base. Because short of a massive counterattack push shove, he's just ahead in every conceivable measure right now.
Talking of ahead, Ice Shield is actually taking an earlier 4th. Owen has actually neglected it. But Owen is getting triple dragon upgrades at once. That is absolutely insane. It's a massive map damage, massive map defense. And an interesting move by Ice Shield actually to not expand this double expansion, because it's so massively under threat. They're trying to hide this base. I really want to see an expand by Owen though. His main base has got 60 gold left, and it's rapidly running out. That is not good news for Owen if he wants to stay ahead. He's doing really well, but he has to keep on top of his macro. It's so vital.
Or even just on top of his map, I would say control and awareness. The dragons are the fastest movement unit, fastest unit in the game. So if he could actually just patrol the dragons around and make sure his opponent isn't doing something sneaky, like taking a 4th base.
Owen using his dragons only here just to engage the main army. Actually snipes off a rifleman which is questionable. I really think if you're going to go in and snipe, you snipe mages. That's what you need. That's the big threat on the ground here.
Oh yeah,
Ice Shield cannot let his dragons get engaged here. Owen really not mastering his positioning with his dragons here. With so many towers up, you've got to be careful. The thing is, Ice Shield, if he engages this flock of dragons, he's going to get annihilated. But Owen's out of position here. He's in the range of 3 towers and 2 dragons. He's gonna lose a dragon here. Dragon crashes to the earth outside the entrance to his base. That was a massive mistake by Owen. He needs to make sure he keeps ahead. He throws down a 4th base in the opposite corner here, which is a smart decision, as the main base of Owen is mined out here now. The main base of Ice Shield actually, weirdly enough, has a lot of gold left in it, but I guess he just didn't saturate it as much. And Owen now swinging around to go pressure this 4th base.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needs to do, is to just make sure that Ice Shield, even if it's okay for Owen, even if he takes fights that aren't as good, even if he takes disadvantageous fights, as long as he has the map control and just stops that 4th, he's gonna be in a good position.
Alright, so obviously this army is very gold intensive. But do you think it's worth at this stage? I mean, Owen's floating nearly 800 gold, so he's clearly not worried about money. Do you think it's worth him actually putting catapults into this army?
Catapults would make sense because of the upgrades and because of how effective they are against mages and riflemen, which is what his opponent has a lot of, which makes sense. It would feed back into Owen's way of building up his opponent to do something that he then counters. But yeah, I think there is such a thing as overemphasizing the mages and dragons. I think he needs something like catapults or soldiers. He can really round out his composition and take just a brutal fight to win.
Alright, the 4th base of Ice Shield actually goes down to this flock of +3, +2 dragons here. Is very little that can hold on to against them, aside from upgraded riflemen perhaps. So that's what he's trying to crank out here, but with this forge being sniped, he never replaced it. He's just been trying to build towers everywhere, and he's just trying to hold on. One thing I'd say for both players though, floating 800 and 900 gold respectively, in a game like this where it's so important, it really would pay off to try and work on that macro, actually get that spending.
Yeah, I mean, it can kind of make sense for Owen because his army is really expensive at 125 and 250 gold each unit. But even then, you'd have to just double up. Just throw down some extra buildings, throw down some extra upgrades.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cut out in the middle, Zhao, but I gotta head out. It's late.
Alright.
I got work tomorrow. I wish
No
both
worries.
of these the best of luck, and you as well.
Alright, man. I'll catch you later.
Yep. Take care. Hope to see the VODs.
Alright, so shame we lost to Tano. Great caster. Always enjoy casting with him. Oh, we've got some lag in game here. So the interesting thing to note here, in the actual comparison, talking of macro, Owen, despite having a base up, has only has only 23 workers. I mean, even if his castle was placed optimally, you'd want at least 10 workers per base. So that's gonna really risk letting his opponent come back into this game. If he'd spent his gold and saturated all of his bases, that's really what he needs to keep ahead. But saying that, it's 7 dragons, 6 mages out on the map here. That's a massive amount of damage that can come in. Ice Shield lets his dragons get engaged. Owen in the main base. Ice Shield immediately drops on dragon as another one comes in to reinforce. Owen drawing these dragons out of position, out of the tower range. And it's probably just going to turn around and snipe one here. Oh no. Backs all the way off. Which is surprising. Looks like he's going to regroup with his main army. 4 dragons at a time here though. That is insane. Oh sorry, 2 dragons, 2 upgrades in. Owen really needs to look at just trying to siege break this. I mean, this is 2 towers per base. But Owen should be able to beat this. A lot of lag going down at the moment though, which is unfortunate. That's not really what we want in tournament matches. Plus 6 dragons finished up now for Owen. That's 18 damage per shot. And with no defense upgrades on his opponent's dragons or units, they're gonna melt. Owen has to make the mistake of letting a chunk of his army engage without the rest of it, which is really not good here. Flame Strike goes down on the main army. Mages coming in support here for Owen, but Owen's just making such a mistake. He can't afford to do this. Although he is ahead, he really doesn't want to risk losing this game after he's picked away. Flame Strikes go down, the entire army melts. That was absolutely massive move there by Owen. He may lose these mages here, but the entire army of Ice Shield is down. No opposition to these dragons. They're gonna waltz in with +6, +4. Ice Shield is on the edge here. Final engagement comes in. Dragon versus dragon. Flock of 9 versus flock of 4. Ice Shield on the retreat. 1 dragon goes down. There's no way he can hold on here. Dragon taking a massive amount of damage. Second one's about to be bursted down here. It's going to crash down on these houses. Owen just grouping up, making sure no single dragon can be effectively targeted. He's taking a lot of damage from these towers though, but that just cut in half the flock there for Ice Shield. Owen just needs to mass up now and just destroy his opponent. He's in an excellent position to win this game. One of his opponent's base mines is dried up. His opponent's down to 2 bases. Goes into like the Mage's Guild. It's not the best move. There's not really much benefit that his opponent's getting from the Mage's Guild. The tech's already unlocked. Ice Shield just desperately trying to hold on here. The last dragon's coming in, works off the line because they can't mine anywhere. These dragons pulled out of position, trying to do some damage against these regenerating dragons. Heal spells going down. Second dragon getting sniped there. Ice shield down to one dragon. Second one on its way. This is a massive flock here for Owen. Owen not worrying about taking damage now. He knows he's ahead. He's really looking to lay down the damage. He's flown nearly 2,000 gold on 90% supply. Dragon does crash to the ground there in the midst of that battle. Tower getting focused down. Really looking to do as much damage as he can here. Keep his opponent behind. And even expands to the gold. Look at this. Workers prepped. He's taking this game by storm. Excellent display here by Owen. And really working on his reputation. He knew last tournament he didn't do so well. He dropped out pretty quickly, which is a real shame. We'd love to see more of him. But this time round, he's showing he knows what's up. And a very strong performance by Owen here. Really nice to see. I'm actually making some money on this. Oh, I think he's supply cap. This is the reason for no more dragons. He has that many dragons. He cannot physically make any more. Regrouping his flock here. This is going to be devastating. Ooh, small mistakes there. I should slightly frustrated from this game. Looks like he might GG out and give the second game here to Owen. Owen going on. And Ice Shield dropping down to the lower bracket. Ice Shield probably going to GG out here. Yeah, Ice Shield drops out. Nice show from him, but Owen knows what's up. Just waiting for the leave here, got a bit of lag. Ice Shield GG's out, and I'll just close this off. Well played there from Owen. Owen goes on winning his first game in this tournament. Impressive display there. Alright, the next match would be Slammer and Noodleman, but I don't think either of them have shown, so it will be a coin toss to see who takes that match.